Another damn video in regards to this strategy, Chris. What's going on? Again, the 1 minute strategy. Yeah. Reason why, if you're in this YouTube channel to make money, my biggest target is that you actually understand 100% this strategy and you start making money yourself. So what we're gonna do in this video is continue learning in regards to it. And this is by far the most aggressive strategy for pocket option in the world. I don't even know what the is going on with my screen. It's like freezing or whatever. But yeah, this is what we're gonna do today. Hey everyone, Christian here on YouTube. Welcome to a brand new video for the channel. I don't know what's going on with my actual screen, to be honest, but in this video, we're gonna talk about the most aggressive strategy for binary options 2025, the 1 minute strategy. What's going on with my hand? There you go. That's what we're gonna do today. Go ahead and smash the like button as usual, and let's begin. All right, so first of all, what is pocket option? For those of you who are not familiar with it, and you guys are like, yeah, but what do you mean best strategy for pocket option? Pocket option is a binary options broker. It's been in the market for over like 10 years or something like that, and I've been using it ever since. But more importantly, it is a broker that is available worldwide. So I'm actually gonna have the link in the description of this video for you to check it out. This is the broker that I currently use. You don't have to use the same one, but in case you actually want to use it, like I said, I'm gonna have the link to it in the description of this video. But yeah, let's go ahead and learn exactly what I did. All right, so the first thing that I want to do is to actually explain to you the strategy so that you fully understand exactly how it works. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put a clip on the video that I used in order to explain the strategy in the previous video, and then I'm gonna come back and share with you the profits that I was able to make. We're gonna start with the first thing. I'm gonna remove all the indicators and share with you how, when you open your first account, how the platform is actually gonna look like. And it's gonna look like this. Okay, so you're a complete beginner. You just click on the link in the description, you open a free account, and this is what you're looking at, right? Awesome. The first thing that you're gonna do is actually click on this little button right here, with it's an area button, and you're gonna select candles. By default, the candles are gonna be 1M, which stands for 1 minute. So the first thing that you're gonna do is actually click in there and change it to 30S. What this does is that every candlestick is gonna have a lifetime of 30 seconds, which means every candlestick that expires is gonna be a 30-second candlestick. Okay, 30S. You have different time frames, 5 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 30 minutes, up to 1 day candlesticks. Now, once you actually have that done, you're gonna add 2 indicators. The indicators are in this button right here. This little button right here, click on it, and you're gonna select the first one, which is the RSI. RSI, it's literally right here. You click on it, and you're gonna leave it as default in this broker. If you're gonna use a different broker for this strategy or even TradingView, you need to actually make sure that the period is 14 and the overbought level is 70 and the oversold level is 30. Good, fine. You can click on the close button, and now you're gonna add a second indicator on the same button right here, and the second indicator is this one right here called stochastic oscillator. You click on it, and here you need to make sure that you have these settings. K period is 14, D period is 3, smoothing period is 3, the overbought level, you need to change it. You're gonna take it all the way to 80, and the oversold level, you're gonna take it down to 20. This is SMA. Make sure, all right, I don't even know how to clarify this more. Make sure that you have these settings. If you missed it, rewind the video and place it again, okay? Make sure that you have these settings. Now, with Quotex, you can actually drag the indicators like this so that you can actually have a wider view of what's going on with the indicators. Now, how does this strategy work? How can I put it? There are so many easy ways to understand that the market moves in sideways all the time. Either going down or going up is always gonna be like jumping and dropping, jumping and dropping. But there are certain moments when the market goes too high that it needs to retract. It's impossible that it continues to go up unless it's a cryptocurrency, because Bitcoin always like jumps too much or drops too much. But a regular pair such as USD JPY, for instance, the one that I'm looking at right now, is actually going to go into a level that it needs to retract. It's just like the market has to breathe. It's just like the market needs some space to like start consolidating again. Now, that's what the RSI and stochastic oscillator actually do. They identify those specific moments when the market needs to breathe. Now, there are two movements of the market that we're looking at, which is called overbought when the price goes up too much, and it's oversold when the price drops too much. Now, we identified the overbought condition based on the 70 level on the RSI and based on the 80 level on the stochastic oscillator. Whenever the price is outside of the 80 level, like it is right here, it's considered to be an overbought price. And whenever the price goes below the 20 level, it's considered to be an oversold price. Okay, what's the opposite? The opposite is the overbought price. The overbought price basically is when the price goes outside of the 80 level, but here is when where we need to have a combination. An overbought condition on RSI doesn't necessarily have to cross the 70 level. You just need to touch it or get really close to it. And with the oversold condition, it needs to go really close or touched the 30 level. When you see the combination of the two overbought conditions, you enter a position on the opposite direction, which in this case will be a put position. Now, this is going to be a 1 minute position. You can see right here that it's a switch time and you got these two options, right? You're going to be on this option right here with an exact expiration time, and you're going to select 1 minute. So if the price actually goes all the way to this level, then you enter a put position for 1 minute. If the price goes all the way to this area, you're gonna enter a call position for 1 minute. And you can actually see that when the price actually does this, it drops. And when the price goes to the 30 level, it jumps. Simple, right? And you probably saw that on the live streaming, on the live trades that I had. So in order to share with you a real life example, take a look. Right now in this specific trade, at the moment that I entered, we're looking at the stochastic oscillator outside of the 80 level, and we're looking at the 70 level of the RSI touching or almost touching. Pretty simple, right? So when I see this, I decide to enter a transaction for what? For 1 minute. The price starts to drop, and in the end, we end up winning the position. Simple example, right? This is an example of a call position. Now here I was slightly lucky because the price had already broken the 30 level, which gave me even more confirmation to jump in. And as you can see, I entered the position. I even entered more positions because it kept on dropping. But in the end, this is what ended up happening. I ended up winning all of these positions because the price reached the level. So it needs to breathe. It needs to go back again into the zone. So therefore the price is started to push up. Now that you've actually seen how the strategy works, which is pretty darn simple, let's go ahead and take a look at the live positions that I'm going to share with you. Look, with this specific strategy, this was June the 10th and June the 11th. I was able to make over almost $15,000, 14,000 something dollars. In regards to it, I made over $9,500 on June the 10th, and I made over $5,200 on June the 11th. So let's go ahead and take a look at those live trades right now. as you can see, we actually made some pretty good profits, and hopefully you'll learn like about the entries and so on. Right now, what I want to do is to actually explain why is this strategy so aggressive, or why I consider it to be the most aggressive one, and how is it that I was aggressive. Look, I've been trying to actually grow my account from $50,000 to $100,000. You can see on my actual screen that is actually possible, but this is an actual aggressive strategy. And by the way, I just want to let you know to understand that this is just the way I trade. You don't have to trade the exact same way, but this is an actual aggressive strategy because what we're looking for is a retraction. I know there's going to be people who are going to be like, hey, why is it that you're trading against the trend? That's not a smart thing to do. I agree, but in this specific strategy, what we're targeting is a small retraction. We're not trying to determine whether there's going to be a change on trending or anything like that. What we're trying to accomplish here is try to catch a small retraction. So this is a downtrend. It continues to go down, and it probably will continue to go down. We just want to have this little retraction and make money out of it. How do we do it? We basically wait for the price to be completely oversold or overbought if we want to enter put positions and enter a 1 minute position. That's why we don't actually trade long term. Instead, what we try to trade is very short term, which is 1 minute only. That's it. So as you can see on that specific entry, this is an easy entry, we can call it that way. But when the price continues to stay on the same position and it's not doing the retraction that we want, that's when I actually become an aggressive trader and enter many times. One thing that you got to consider here is that nothing guarantees that the price will go in the direction that that we want or that we think is actually going to go. And so we gotta accept some losses. That's bottom line. We gotta take them. But in addition, you gotta trust as well that the strategy, it works at least 70% of the times. You gotta be very unlucky if you lose 10 out of 10, right? If you are actually trading, let's say 10 positions a day, at least you're gonna win 7 setups out of the 10. So as you can see right here, I was more aggressive in some entries, such as like we did right there. And yeah, this is the lucky entry or lucky setup that I was able to have, like we can put it that way, because the price actually became completely oversold and I ended up losing some trades, but I ended up winning the majority of those trades. And that's the reason why I ended up at over $10,000. This is why I consider this strategy to be aggressive, because we're not trading with the trend, which would be the most conservative thing to do, but we're catching fast entries. And instead of actually spending 2-3 hours of the day in our sessions, I was able to actually make this money in 18 minutes. And yeah, that's pretty much why I think it's aggressive. I want to give you a huge warning on this specific strategy. Look, this strategy is for beginners, yes, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna win all the time, even though you don't know exactly what you're doing. This strategy itself is just like any other strategy out there. And trading itself is just like any other trading industry. It's super risky, all right? You can lose part of your money or all of your money. You got to keep that in mind. And so what you need to understand is that you need to just invest what you can afford to lose. If I lose this $95,000, I'm going to be crushed, yeah, but I'm not going to be homeless. Okay, so I'm not trading what I can't afford to lose. I can afford to lose that money. Do the same. If for yourself it's $500, invest only $500. If for yourself it's $10,000, invest your $10,000. But don't invest money that you don't have or that you cannot afford to lose. Super important. And when it comes to this specific strategy, the amount of entries is really up to you. As long as you actually keep in mind that you have a trading plan. I explain how to have a trading plan on different videos on my YouTube channel. Go ahead and check them out. But yeah, keep that in mind. That's the warning that I wanted to give you. And before I finish with this video, I just want to give you like a warm invitation to my private Telegram channel. I send trades over there sometimes, not all the time, but like I'm semi-retired. All right, you gotta keep that in mind. I don't trade as much as I used to, or I'm not as active as I used to. There's a certain moment in life when you actually just want to chill. Trade now from 7 to like 9 a.m. and that's it, or 8:30, sometimes 8 a.m. and that's it. I don't do anything for the rest of the day. Like I said, I'm almost retired. I do my hobbies. I play Xbox or whatever, but that's because I'm 100% free right now. I'm financially free, so I can do whatever I want. But I have a team sending trades every single day into my Telegram channel. And I have, let me share this with you real quick. These are the May results. Today is June, but these are the May results that we had. Marcel had a 70.11% win rate with 448 wins, 191 losses, an approximate profits investing $100 per trade of $14,500. And I got Pablo with 77 wins and 29 losses, 72.64% to almost $3,000 in profits. An overall win rate, this is wrong. This is not 142%. It's actually around 70%, and approximate profits combined of $17,000 pretty much. You can actually copy their trades, trade live with them by a very affordable price of $70 a month. You can join, and eventually I'm gonna be there sending signals as well. I'm not sure like when, and it's gonna be 14 GMT for sure, but I'm not sure what days I'm gonna be around. But some days I actually have webinars and so on over there included, so you can actually make money with me and with my team. So if by any chance you need that guidance, you can go to blwbinarymasterApp.com. I'm gonna have the link to it in the description of this video. Hey, so hopefully you enjoyed the content of this video, and if you did, go ahead and smash the like button to support this YouTube channel. And more importantly, if you have any questions or comments to share, you can always put them in the comments section. Enjoy the rest of your day, keep on making money, and have a good rest of your day. Peace.